What the heck does 25, 50, 25 mean? If your car insurance shows numbers like that, run for the hills. You might be one accident away from financial ruin. Let's break down what those weird numbers actually mean and why you should care. I'm Noah, former teacher, now an insurance broker, and I work to make sure folks like you understand what your limits mean. So, what is liability anyway? Liability coverage is basically the part of your insurance that covers the other person when you make a mistake. So if you rear end someone, liability pays for their car, their medical bills, and their stuff. It does nothing for you or your own vehicle except protect you from lawsuits, basically. Let's decode those pesky numbers. You might see something like 25, 50, 25. You may see 50, 100, 50. You may see 100, 300, 100. It can go up all the way to what's called an aggregate limits of $1 million. But these are just shorthand for three limits. That first number means how much your insurance will pay per person for their injuries. That second number means the total it'll pay per accident if you injure multiple people. And then that third number is the total it'll pay for property damage. So that would be their car, maybe their mailbox, their house if you hit a house, that type of thing. Now, let me break it down into a way that makes sense. Suppose you're driving and you crash into a Lexus with two people inside. They both get hurt. One needs surgery, and the car is totaled. With the state minimum limits of 25, 50, 25, it means you have $25,000 per person, $50,000 between the two people total, and $25,000 for the car. If the medical bills hit, say, $80,000, well, you're going to be covered for up to the $50,000, but you're going to be on the hook for the rest. And if the Lexus was worth $60,000, your $25,000 in property damage doesn't even come close to the limit. That's not even half. And the difference comes directly out of your pocket when their insurance sues you for the money. Now, here's the scammy part. A lot of agents and quote sites default to those state minimums because it makes the price look way better. But that minimum coverage often barely covers anything. It's like wearing a garbage bag as a raincoat. And there are agents out there who build their book on that type of business. Think about Griffith from Berserk. You know how he built his path to his castle on a mountain of corpses? Similar comparison, I know. Not literally, but you get the point. So, okay, what limits should you choose then? Let me break it down into three tiers, because this is what I see 90% of the time. You have a basic option. That's your 25, 50, 25. I don't necessarily recommend it because it's legal, but it is risky. It's not going to cover anything big. I don't recommend it unless you're broke and desperate and you just need something to get by. Now, your 50, 100, 50 is a good middle ground. If you're renting or you just don't have that many assets to worry about, by all means, a 50, 100, 50 is probably going to be fine. But the sweet spot and what I would recommend for my friends and family and what I carry for myself is a 100, 300, 100. It covers most serious accidents without costing a fortune on your premium. Honestly, it's just usually a few bucks more per month. Well, if you're still sitting there and you're like, Noah, what do I do? What do I choose? Here's some rapid fire advice. Own a home, have savings, 100, 300, 100. Renting a place and broke, still shoot for a 50, 100, 50. And if you're absolutely desperate, if you just need something to get by, fine, take the state minimums. Just know the risks associated with that. And your agent should explain this to you anyway. If they don't, do yourself a favor and find a new one. So, yeah, those weird little numbers, that 100, 300, 100 we talked about, that could be the difference between walking away from an accident or walking into court. If you found this advice to be helpful in any way or another, like the video, maybe share it with someone who still thinks 25-50-25 is fine. And if you want more no-nonsense insurance advice, you know what to do. Peace.